Good morning students. Welcome to Maths Classroom. As you know, in our last video we have discussed some questions of the exercise 2.5. Now we are going to discuss the next few questions of that exercise in this video that are based upon the algebraic identities. I hope you all have learned the algebraic identities, so it will be very easy for you to solve the problems. So let us start. Solution of exercise 2.5. Question number 8. Factorize each of the following. First part is 8a cube plus b cube plus 12a square b plus 6ab square. So as whenever you are given cube and 8 is the cube of 2, so 8a cube can be written as 2a whole cube plus b cube. That means a cube plus b cube plus 3a square b plus 3ab square. This is the formula for a plus b whole cube. A plus b whole cube. So here we can write 8a cube as 2a cube plus b cube plus 3 into 2a square into b, that means 3a square b plus 3ab square. We have used this one. So we have the right hand side. So from the right hand side we can write the left hand side. So we have write it 2a plus b whole cube. That means the factors of 8a cube plus b cube plus 12a square b plus 6ab square is equal to 2a plus b whole cube. Clear? Let us move to the next one. 8a cube minus b cube minus 12a square b plus 6ab square. As you can see, the statement is somewhat similar. Only one difference is there. Here it is plus, but here it is minus. That means now our b value is of negative sign. That means the formula is now a minus, you can directly use a minus b whole cube. How will it form? A minus b whole cube is equal to a cube minus b cube minus 3a square b. Why minus 3a square b? Because b is of negative sign, plus 3ab square. This will come out to be of plus sign because we have taken the square of b. So square of any negative number is also a positive number. So you can directly use the formula, or you can write the value of b is equal to minus b in the formula a plus b whole cube. So we will get 2a minus b whole cube. Clear? Next is 27 minus 125a cube minus 135a plus 225a square. So these two terms contain lower powers as a square and a. So cube are of these. So 27 is the cube of 3. So we can write 27 as 3 cube minus 125 as 5 cube. So we can write 3 cube minus 5a cube, or you can write it as plus minus here 5a cube. You can write it like this. Otherwise you can directly use the formula a minus b whole cube plus 3 into 3 square multiply minus 5a, that is 3a square b plus 3 into 3 into minus 5a square, that is 3ab square. So here we have write it. So this is the formula for a minus b whole cube. So value of a is 3 and value of b is minus 5a. So we have write it a 3 minus 5a whole cube. Similarly we have 64a cube. So 64 is the cube of 4. 4 4s are 8, 8 4s are 64. So we can write it as 8a cube minus 3b cube, or you can write it as plus minus 3b cube plus 3a square b, where we will put the value of a equal to 8a and value of b is minus 3b plus 3ab square. We will put these value like this: 4a cube minus 3b cube plus 3a square b plus 3ab square. So we will get the formula 4a minus 3b cube. The first thing that you should keep into your mind, that what should you take the value of a and the value of b here. Now the next question is 27p cube minus 1 by 216 minus 9 by 2p square plus 1 by 4p. That, so we will know that 27 is the cube of 3 and 216 is the cube of 6. So we can write the value of a as 3p cube, value of a as 3p cube, and value of b as minus 1 by 6. So we will get the formula 3p minus 1 by 6 cube, that is a plus b cube, or you can directly write a minus b cube. Question number 9th. Verify the following. X cube plus y cube is equal to x plus y, x square minus xy plus y square. What you should have to do whenever you have to verify? We can't change this value x cube plus y cube, here also x cube minus y cube. So what should we do? We will take the right hand side, multiply each other, and then we will get the left hand side. So we will solve the right hand side and we will get our left hand side. That means our right hand side is equal to our left hand side. So here we have x right hand side equal to x plus y, x square minus xy plus y square. So what should we do? Let us see. First of all, we will multiply x with the complete bracket. We will multiply x with this. So x into x square, x cube, x into minus xy, minus x square y, x into y square, xy square. In this way we will get the first bracket. After that we will multiply y with this, y into x square, yx square, y into minus xy, minus xy square, and y into y square, y cube. In this way, this x square minus x square y, and this is plus x square y, this is plus xy square, this is minus xy square, cancel, and we will get x cube plus y cube. So our left hand side is equal to our right hand side. In this way we have proved the given statement. Similarly, the second one, first of all we will multiply x with all these, and then we will multiply y with all these with a negative sign with y, and we will get our left hand side is equal to our right hand side. Hence proved. Now let us move to the 10th question. Factorize each of the following. So you can clearly see here we have to use the formula x cube plus y cube, and the formula will open as x plus y, x square minus xy plus y square. So simply you have to put the value of x and y that you have found it from the given statement. So we have 27y cube plus 125z cube. So 27 is the cube of 3, that means value of x is 3y and value of y is 5z, because 125 is the cube of 5. So we can write x as 3y and y as 5z. So simply put the value of x and y in the given formula on the right hand side and you will get your answer. Similarly, in the second part we will take 64m cube as 4m whole cube and 343n cube as 343n cube. We have 7, sorry, here it should be 7, because 343 is the cube of 7, and here also it come out to be 7, and here also it come out to be 7, where it is given wrong. Here should it come out to be 7. 7 fours are 28 and 7 square 49. So we will have 4m minus 7n into 16m square plus 28m plus 49n square. In this way we will get our answer. So in this way we will solve the question. 11th one, factorize 27x cube plus y cube plus z cube minus 9xyz. So as we know the formula, a cube plus b cube plus c cube minus 3abc is equal to a plus b plus c into a square plus b square plus c square minus ab minus bc minus ca. So what should you do? Simply get the value of a, b and c from the given statement. So here we can write 27x cube as 3x whole cube. That means the value of a is equal to 3x. Value of b is equal to y and value of c is equal to z. So we will simply put the value of x, y, z here and we will get our answer. Next one, verify the following. You are given x cube plus y cube plus z cube minus 3xyz is equal to half of x plus y plus z into x minus y square plus y minus z square plus z minus x square. So whenever you have to verify something like this, what should you do? You will take the right hand side, solve this. After solving, you will get it equal to left hand side. So from here we will conclude it that our left hand side is equal to right hand side. So how will we solve this? Let us see. First of all, we will open the formula. X minus y whole square, that is x square plus y square minus 2xy. Y minus z whole square, y square plus z square minus 2yz. And similarly z square plus x square minus 2zx. We have opened this. From here we have concluded that x is twice, y is also twice, and z is also twice. So we will write 2x 2y 2z minus 2xy minus 2yz minus 2zx. Now we will take 2 common from this. We will take 2 common, and we have half in the statement here. So 2 will cancel 2, and we will get x plus y plus z into x square plus y square plus z square minus xy minus yz minus zx. So as we know from this formula that this value is equal to a cube plus b cube plus c cube minus 3abc. So we can directly write it as x cube plus y cube plus z cube minus 3xyz. So we have the left hand side equals to the right hand side, hence we have verified the given statement. If you have x plus y plus z is equal to 0, then you have to show that x cube plus y cube plus z cube is equal to 3xyz. So as you know, x cube plus y cube plus z cube minus 3xyz is equal to x plus y plus z x square plus y square plus z square minus xy minus yz minus zx. So if this value become equal to 0, that means this whole value will become equal to 0. That means your value x cube plus y cube plus z cube minus 3xyz is equal to 0 now. Now you will take this value to the right hand side, and you will get x cube plus y cube plus z cube equals to 3xyz. This is what we have to prove. So we have taken this formula, this value equals to 0, that means this complete value will become equal to 0. So we have x cube plus y cube plus z cube minus 3xyz equals to 0. So we will have x cube plus y cube plus z cube is equal to 3xyz. Clear? Next one. Without actually calculating the cubes, find the value of each of the following. So you have x cube plus y cube plus z cube. So as you know, from here we will find out x value is equal to minus 12, y value is equal to 7, and z value is equal to 5. So first of all you will find the value of x plus y plus z. So here minus 12 plus 5, sorry 7 plus 5, it is equal to 0. So from the last question we have concluded that whenever x plus y plus z is equal to 0, you have x cube plus y cube plus z cube is equal to 3xyz. So simply you will find the value from this formula. Use the formula in the given question. Whenever you have x plus y plus z is equal to 0, you can directly write x cube plus y cube plus z cube is equal to 3xyz. That means you can directly write this one. You can directly multiply all these and then multiply it by 3. Similarly, in the next question also you can clearly see 28 plus minus 15 plus minus 13 is equal to 0. That means you can directly write it is equal to 3xyz, and you will get your answer. Clear? 15th question. Give possible expressions for the length and breadth of each of the following rectangles in which their areas are given. You are given the area and you have to find the length and breadth. So whenever these type of questions you are given, the main purpose is you have to find the factors of the given equation, and both the factors are the length and breadth value. So 25a square minus 35a plus 12, 25a square minus 35a plus 12. You will solve this equation using the splitting the middle term method. Splitting the middle term method. So what should you do? You want two numbers in such a way that their sum is equal to minus 35 and their multiplication is equal to 25 multiply 12. So two numbers can be minus 20 minus 15. The sum is 35 and the multiplication is 300. So we will get two numbers as minus 20 and minus 15. So we will split the middle term as minus 20a minus 15a. From the first two terms we have taken 5a common, and from the last two terms we have taken minus 3 common. So we will left with 5a minus 4, 5a minus 4. So we will take this 5a minus 4 common, and we will left with 5a minus 3. So the value of length can be 5a minus 3 and breadth can be 5a minus 4, because 5a minus 3 is a larger value than the 5a minus 4 value, because here we have subtracted smaller number and here we have subtracted the larger number. So we have taken it as length and this as breadth. Similarly, you can solve the second part also. You have solved these type of questions in your 8th class also. Splitting the middle term method you have used there. So you can try to solve the second part with yourself. Now the question number 16th is, what are the possible expressions for the dimensions of the cuboid whose volume are given below? The same thing you have to do, you have to find the factors. So whenever you are given a cube, that means 3 factors are there. Whenever you are given a cube is 3 dimensional, that means you will get 3 factors. Rectangle is a 2 dimensional shape, that means you will get 2 factors. So from here 3x square minus 12x, we have 3x square minus 12x. So you can directly see 3 can be taken common and x also can be taken common. So first of all we will take 3 common, so we will left with x square minus 4x. Then we will take x common, so 3x x minus 4. So 3 factors can be 3x x minus 4. So length can be any of these, breadth can be any of these, and height can be any of these. That is depend upon the value of x. So the 3 dimensions are 3, x and x minus 4. Similarly, you will factorize this also. You will factorize this. First of all we will take 4 common, then we will take k common, and we will left with 3y square plus 2y minus 5. You are not able to take 4 and k as different factors, because k is a constant here. So k will multiply with 4. So 4k will be taken together, and then we will factorize this 3y square plus 2y minus 5, and we will get 2 factors, 3y plus 5, y minus 1. So the 3 factors are 4k, 3y plus 5 and y minus 1. In this way we will find the 3 dimensions of the given cuboid. That's all in the chapter of polynomials. The chapter get finished. Complete it in your classwork. In the next video we will going to start our next chapter. So till then complete the given exercise that is being solved here, discussed here. If any doubt is there, you can ask me in the comment box. Till then, stay home, stay safe. Thank you and have a nice day.